Hi Mino Movers, and welcome along to this HIT session. This is the first time I'm recording one of these, so I've got everything set up, so hopefully it goes okay. But these sessions are designed for you to have in the library where you can do, sprinkle them in through your week. If you're feeling like just hitting play and following along, these are really good options to have. So just a couple of things with HIT training, true HIT training, which is what we're doing today. Often Dr. Stacey Sims talks about the huge benefits for women in period of postmenopause. Things like improves your cardio fitness, so better heart health, helps protect your muscle loss and bone density, supports a healthy metabolism, just looking at my list, can help boost your energy and mood, and there's a whole range of cognitive benefits like focus, memory, that kind of thing. So there are massive benefits for women in period of postmenopause, adding in a bit of HIT training. It doesn't need to be long, but it's the intensity that matters. So the first part of our session today, there's bursts of high intensity stuff, but there's also lots of recovery. So that's really, really important. So what we're going to do, I'm going to explain the setup now. So I want you to warm up on a machine of your choice, whether that be a bike, a rower, a treadmill. You could be walking outside. It doesn't really matter, but just choose your mode, and that's what you're going to use for the session. You need to do a 5-minute warm up before we start our active warm up, which is our active stretches. So I've done my 5-minute warm up on my bike. So that just means 5 minutes just spinning the legs, and every minute you're going to get a little bit more intense. So just really ease into it, but each minute just add a touch more intensity so you're nice and warm. So if you haven't done that, well, you won't have because you wouldn't have heard this. Pause now, go and do that 5 minutes movement on your machine of choice, and then resume the workout after that. So then we're going to do our active warm-up, which I'll do with you now. We're going to do 3 rounds. There's 5 exercises, just really activating the muscles, keeping it nice and dynamic, keeping things moving. Then we've got 2 blocks of work for our HIT stuff. The first block we're going to use on a machine, so go back to that machine of choice that you use for your warm-up, and then after that we're going to do a kind of a circuit style few exercises there. So let's get into our active warm-up now. I want you to do these movements with me. And the thing is, with this session today, there are options. So if you're an advanced, someone then at an advanced level or intermediate level or beginner level, there are actually options for you for every movement that we're doing today, which is fantastic. So start off with me. You just need a little bit of space. We're going to start off with some inchworms to really warm up the hamstrings. So hinging at the hips. Okay, coming down, you're actually going to walk those hands out. Little walks with the hands. When you get to that kind of press up position, that kind of high plank, I want you to add in a press up. Whether you drop to your knees or stay on your toes, it's up to you. Coming down, add a press, push the floor away, back up onto your toes, hinging, walking those hands back, feeling that nice hamstring stretch, and then coming down doing again. We're doing 5 of these movements. Okay, so 5 inchworms at your pace, adding that press up, coming back up, really warming up the hamstrings. Come up, give the glutes a nice squeeze at the top. This is number 3. Okay, so 2 rounds of these movements at your pace in your own time. Count your reps. That's the way. Okay, with these on-demand sessions, I'm going to try and add 1 per week in each section. So that's our inchworms. Let's move to a runner's lunge twist. So coming down into a lunge, drop 1 knee to the ground, lunge forward. Okay, the leg that's, I can't get my words out, the leg that's bent, I want you to bring your hands down, and that hand closest to that bent leg, you're going to rotate around. Follow it with your eyes, open up that chest, pull the shoulder back, and then you're going to thread it through the other side. You can do 5 of these, twist and lunge on each side. This is one of the exercises that I often program in the warm-ups because it's such a good one to really open up the hips, but also opens up that upper body chest area. Change sides, drive that knee forward and just push it out slightly to open the hips. Rotate the other way this time. 5 this side. That's it. When you've done your 5, you're going to plant that hand back down. I want you just to come down into like a child's pose. So send the hips back, walk the fingertips forward, and I want you to just pulse. Okay, send the hips back, come up, and then come back again into that child's pose. You'll feel a nice long stretch on the lats there. 1 more here. Okay, now we're coming into a downward dog. So up on your toes. Okay, pull the hips, pull the head through between the arms, and I want you to pedal out the legs a wee bit here. Pedal out the legs, get a nice big calf stretch, and then pull back into a child's pose again, and then come back up into that downward dog, pedaling out those legs, keep it moving. Okay, you're going to come up on your feet, and we're doing some pass-throughs. Again, another movement that I do often in the warm-ups, but where you might be holding something like a broomstick or a dowel or a towel or a band, and you're just going to send the arms around, open up the shoulders and the chest, big kind of circles. That's it, 5 of these. Now come out into a nice side reach here, 5 per side. Other side. Really important that we warm up well and we activate those muscles. It's going to reduce our risk of injury, which we don't want. Okay, so really important that you're warmed up. You might decide that you're not quite warmed up after 2 rounds of these movements, so you're going to do another 3rd round. Okay, so just listen to your body and understand how it is feeling. Okay, let's do one more round of those exercises, starting off with the inchworms, hinging at the hips, walking the hands out, adding that press up, pushing the floor away, coming back up, and hinge. Good. 5. And press. Keep that back nice and flat on that press up. Hinge and squeeze the glutes. Good work. That's away. This is actually, fill you in on a little secret, the second time filming this session because my little microphone stopped working and the battery must have run out. I think this is my last one. And so I got about 3 minutes in, recorded the whole thing, and it was great. And then the sound stopped working. So I had to, here we are doing it again. I don't actually mind. All right, runner's lunge twist. Let's get it done. Drive that knee forward, push it out. Hand closest to that foot on the ground. Rotate, follow it with your eyes and thread it back through. 5 per side. I can really feel my hips opening up here. Good work. And 5. Other side. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I wouldn't even really have warmed up. I would have just cracked straight in to the session without putting any time and effort into a warm-up. But you know what? Now I just cannot get away with that because A, it takes me too long to get into it and I feel like I'm going to hurt myself. So it's just not worth it. Downward dog. Really important we spend that time recovering, pedal the legs out as well. Having that deload week 4, week 8 of an 8-week program is so important. Just going to come back down to that child's pose, hips back. Rock. And sometimes doing a mobility session is only going to take you 10 minutes, so it is so worth it. Back up into that downward dog. Pedal, pull the chest through, head through, pedaling out the legs. Good. All right, up on your feet when you've done those ones. Going into those big pass-throughs. That's the way. Tell you what, we've had a brilliant weekend of weather here, and now we're back to this 11 degrees and raining. It's just so up and down. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, and big side reach. 5 per side. All right, so if you're feeling nice and warmed up, make sure you've got a drink handy. And I'm going to quickly explain the setup for our 2 blocks of work here. Starting off with your machine of choice, I've got my bike. Okay, what we're going to be doing, we're doing 5 rounds of 30 seconds at an easy pace. So you should be able to have a conversation. Your heart rate's not too high. Straight into 20 seconds moderate. So we turn it up a notch. We go a little bit quicker. Okay, heart rate comes up. And the last 10 seconds of that minute, we're going to go all out. So max effort. We've got 5 rounds of that. So 30 seconds easy, 20 seconds moderate, 10 seconds rest. And we keep going through for 5 rounds. Okay, then we're going to get 1 minute rest. Okay. 1 minute rest where you can get your drink, bring that heart rate back down, and then we're going into a circuit. I've just got to grab my kettlebell. We're going into a circuit. You need a kettlebell or a dumbbell, okay? I should have said that at the start, apologies. We're going into a circuit. We've got 5 exercises. I'm going to explain those in that 1 minute break, okay? If you don't have a kettlebell, just use a dumbbell. Otherwise, I can give you another exercise if you don't have any of those things, which is, you should have any kind of weight will work. But let's start off on your machine of choice. I'm not going to talk too much. Okay, I'm going to count you down, so you are going to know where you're at, so don't worry about the timer. I've got it on my machine here. So what you're going to do is get on that machine. We're going straight into, come with me now, 30 seconds of easy. Okay, so you should be able to hold the conversation, nothing too crazy. Okay, hold it there. And I will let you know when we're going to turn it up for the next 20 seconds of moderate. So that's 15 seconds down at the easy pace. Okay, in 10 seconds, we're going to turn it up to our moderate pace. Are you ready? In 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn it up a little bit here for 20 seconds. That's the way. And that last 10 seconds, you're going to give it everything you've got. We're looking for maximum effort. In 10 seconds, are you with me? Let's go as hard as you can. In 3, 2, and 1, go. Push as hard as you can. Go, go, go. That's it. Hold it there. You can do it. 2 and 1. Well done. That's 1 down. Back to our nice, easy pace. Good work. Woo, heart rate comes right up, but hopefully you can bring it down. So turn it all the way down to easy. That's it. Good work, team. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going back to moderate. Woo. All right, we're in moderate now, so pick it up for 20 seconds. Good stuff. Hold it there for 10 more, and then we're going to go as hard as we can, just like round 1. We're going to keep that same level of intensity. Let's go. And 2, and 1, max effort, go. Push, push, push. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Woo, 2 down. Back to easy. Good work, team. I'm going to get my timer ready for our minute rest after we finish the 5 rounds. All right, another 15 seconds of easy. Good work. Focus on your breathing. Big breath in, let it out. All right, in 3, 2, 1, moderate, good. Pick it up. The idea with the last 10 is I want you to try and keep that level of intensity for that whole 10 seconds for every rep. Nice work. This is our number 3. All right, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, max effort, go. Go, 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 go. Push, push, push. Woo! Give it everything. Hold on. 2 and 1. Easy. Back to 30 easy. Just checking my mic's working. Woo! All the way down. That's it. It's only 10 seconds max effort, but boy, it's tough. 10 seconds left of easy, and then we pick it up to moderate. Good work, team. You're doing a great job. Woo! 2 and 1, moderate. All right. Good stuff. 10 seconds here. Are you ready? Let's go in 2 and 1 as hard as you can. Push, push, push. Give it a little bit more. Go, go, go. 5 seconds. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Easy. Last round. Oh. Your heart should be pumping. If it's not, go a little bit harder. Easy, easy, easy. Focus on the breath. All right, 10 seconds here. It's our last round, team, so give it everything you've got, just like the last 4 rounds. In 3, 2, and 1. Moderate, let's go. Last one. That's the way. 2 and 1. Go, go, go. No, sorry. I totally misjudged that. Here we go. 10 seconds early. 3, 2, 1. Last one, go. Push, push, push. Hard as you can. Woo! Hold it. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, team. Woo, that's 5 rounds. Starting the timer, 1 minute recovery. Quick drink. I'm going to explain the exercises. We're starting off with burpees. Choose your level, whether you step them out, you add the jump or not. You choose your rep count. 4 to 6 reps. If you want to do 4 reps, that's fine. If you want to do 6 reps, that is also fine. Okay, burpee, hands down, feet back, through. Otherwise, step it out. Take the jump out. 4 to 6 reps, you choose. Push-ups, 4 to 6, knees, toes, or you could do them on the wall. 4 to 6. Reverse lunges. Eyes forward, chest open, dropping a leg back. You're actually doing 8 per side, so 16. Kettlebell swings. Hips back and through. Hips back and through, it's a hinge. You're doing 10. Last one is squats. Burpees, let's go in 2 and 1. 4 to 6 burpees. Okay, the squats at the end, you're doing 12. We're doing 3 rounds of these movements at your pace. Count your reps. 4 to 6 burpees, 4 to 6 push-ups. And then I've got 8 reverse lunges each side. Push-ups is next. Knees or toes or the wall. Good work. After your push-ups, you're back on your feet. You're doing your reverse lunges. So eyes forward, lunging on a train track, dropping that knee, driving off the front. Okay, you're doing 8 per side. Next up is the kettlebell swings. Okay, so really thinking about the hinge movement and not a squat. If you don't have a kettlebell, you could do, I'm just thinking, a jump squat, or you could do some mountain climbers. Okay, but otherwise, if you don't have a kettlebell, you could use a dumbbell and do a dumbbell swing. Okay, when you've done your reverse lunges, 10 kettlebell swings. Okay, so hinging back, squeezing the glutes. Okay, it's not a squat, it is that hinging movement. Count your reps, you're doing 10. Do these at your own pace. Count your reps. We're doing 3 rounds of these movements. After the kettlebell swing is 12 body weight squats. And then you're back to the start. Okay, so squats. Hips go back and down. Knees track over the toes. Good work, team. Just pump them out. I know this is tough and the heart rate is really high. Mine is too. But we're in this together. So push all the way to the end. Trust me, you'll be feeling good. 12 squats. Count your reps. Back to the start. Back to the 4 to 6 burpees. Maybe this time you might, if you did 4 last time, you might go 5. I've lost count of my reps. All right, I'm going to do 2 more. 4 to 6 burpees. Let's go. Choose your level. Maybe you're stepping them out. That's absolutely fine. You can make these work for you. We're all different. After the burpees was the push-ups. 4 to 6. Knees or toes, wall or bench. Good stuff. Push the floor away. Back nice and flat. Eyes down. Belly button pulled in. On your feet. Okay, next up, after the push-ups, when you finish those, reverse lunges. 8 per side. Eyes forward, chest open. Good work. Focus on the breath. Nice job. Woo! Nearly there. This is round 2. We've got 1 more round of all of these at the end. Keep going, team. You're doing a great job. Good stuff. Next up was the kettlebell swings. Hips go back and squeeze. Hinge. 10. Just to shoulder height. Squeeze the glutes. That's it. All right, and then with the squats. Woo, well done. Wherever you are in the circuit, just keep going. You can do it. That's it. 9. Sorry about all the breathing going on here. The puffing and huffing. That's okay though. I'm sure you're the same. All right. That's my squats done. I'm on one more round. So back to my burpees. I'm going to go for 6. If you're still doing your squats, keep going. You're nearly there. Good work. Nice job, guys. We're near the end now. Push-ups. What's next? 4 to 6 reps. That's the way. Reverse lunges, so close. Woo! That's 8 per side. Nice. That's it. 12. Nearly there. 14. All right, kettlebell swings for me. 10 of these. Keep up the good quality movement, good form for every rep. I know it's getting tough, but we're so close to the end. So I need you to keep going, keep pushing. That's it. Woo, squats. 10, 12 squats. Down and back with the hips, keep the chest up. Push the floor away. That's it. Nearly there. All right, that's mine. If you're still going, keep going. You're doing a great job. All the way. That's it, team. Well done. Push, push, push. I'm going to grab a wee drink. Good work. All the way. Now keep moving. When you've done that last rep for the cool down, I want you to get back on that machine that you started on. Okay, and you're just going to do 5 minutes, easy cool down. Okay, so back to that easy conversational pace as we bring that heart rate back down. You're going to do 5 minutes, nice and slow. Bringing in a big breath, letting out the breath. Controlling that heart rate. Woo! Honestly, well done on that session today, team. That was really, really good. We managed to spike the heart rate and then keep a nice, solid heart rate throughout that last section, that 3 rounds of those movements. So I'd love your feedback on that. Drop me a message. How did that one go for you today? Make sure if you have done the session, you complete the workout, and then I'll get a notification to say that you've done it, which always makes me feel really good. And yeah, like I said, there'll be more of these sessions coming in your workout library where you can click on them and do them. Maybe it is on a day that you've got a programmed HIIT session that I've programmed for you, but instead you just want to hit play and follow along. That's totally fine. Then I'll see that come up once you've logged the workout. So great job today, team. Make sure you cool down well. Maybe you need to do a few stretching movements as well. Okay, if you're someone that has a few niggles and things and you think that doing a few stretches for your quads or your hamstrings is good for you, then you need to do that. So once you finish that 5 minutes, easy pace, cool down, maybe do a couple of those stretches. But thanks again for joining me, team. I thoroughly enjoyed that the second time round, but I'll see you soon. Whew, I'm going to go do some stretches. Thanks, team. I didn't finish my 5 minutes, but I will. See you soon. Bye.